How are you, my good student and all my friends? This is Dr. Sirme. And what I want to do for this one, I want to thank all my subscribers. As I hit 1,000 subscribers, I can admit, and maybe all the other YouTubers can tell that it is not easy. It is not an easy journey, that is. And therefore, to all my 1,000 subscribers, I salute you. I salute you. And I'm going far, and together we're going far. Now, my channel has been an educative channel. At least all my content has been all about chemistry and mathematics, and mainly chemistry, because I am a chemistry master. Now, I want to add maybe to my gratitude to my students and my friends that KCSE 2022 is around the corner. The students will be examined. The students will be examined in mathematics and chemistry, among other subjects. My student, these two subjects are very core. Every career, or rather most of the careers you think of, mathematics will be very much required. And chemistry as well, it is a core subject. And that's why maybe if you consider most schools, chemistry is compulsory. Now, in chemistry, as usual, the student will expect the three papers: the chemistry paper 1, chemistry paper 2, and chemistry paper 3. I want to briefly talk about the three papers. Very briefly, just to mention one or two things. Consider paper 1. Paper 1 is a paper that consists of short, structured question. It is broad. That is what I can tell a student, because paper 1 will cover from Form 1, the page 1, to Form 4, the last page. So what does a student, or what is expected of the student? The student is expected to revise broadly. Yes, revise broadly. Actually, you cannot predict where the paper 1 will come from. It can come from any topic. Ordinarily, the examiners will try to balance the content from Form 1 all the way to Form 4. But in case they concentrate with one area, the student will have no option rather than handling the question. And remember, all the questions are compulsory. Maybe some 26 to 29 questions there. That is paper 1. Talk about paper 2. My paper, because I'm a paper 2 examiner. Paper 2 consists of long structured question. Like I predicted in one of the videos I did before, paper 2 can easily be predicted because the areas where the paper 2 will cover, or they will come from, the questions will come from, they are specific. If you review one of the videos I did about paper 2, you will see that it is easy to predict. Talk of organic chemistry, talk about the periodic table, talk about the industrial processes, as many as the student can master. Okay, come to talk about the metals. Yes, the extraction of metals. Talk about energy changes, rates of reactions. Yes, among other areas, because I listed for you there. What I tell my student, the best way to revise chemistry is to revise paper 2. Because as you revise the long structured questions, at the same time you're revising short structured questions. Yes, because out of the long structured question, the examiners can coin a short structured question. So the best way to approach chemistry, revise the long structured questions for paper 2. And that one will help you even revise it for paper 1. Come to talk about the practical paper, that is the paper 3. Paper 3 is another paper a student can be able to handle with a lot of ease. Because what exactly does a student need to understand? A paper 3 will have tables to fill. Maybe 1 or 2 tables, be it a titration table, be it an energy changes table, be it a solubility table, be it a rate of reaction table, and of course the table. If not a titration table, the other tables most likely will be accompanied by a graph. So what does that mean, my student? You should have skills on how to fill in the table. All kind of tables that we can talk about, you should know how to fill them. Then you should know how to draw the graph, the different types of graphs. That is one area that the student need to understand. Another concept that in paper 3 can easily help you, qualitative analysis. The test for cations and anions, that is inorganic chemistry. The test of the functional groups for the organic compounds. Come to talk about calculations. A paper 3 will not lack calculation. Yes, it's a practical paper, but the theory approach will still be there. The calculation of moles, the calculation of energy changes, the calculation of rates of reaction. And before I forget, like the qualitative analysis, the observational skills are very important. What exactly does a student see? Is it a white precipitate? Is it brown precipitate? What happens to reagents that you're using, like maybe bromine water? Was it decolorized, maybe from yellow to colorless? Potassium manganate 7, did you see effervescence of a colorless gas? Exactly. The litmus paper, did it change blue? Did it go red? Those are the observational skills that a student need to handle paper 3. That is chemistry. Maybe just to wind up, because I'm just doing a general talk here. For you to handle chemistry papers, my student, avoid stories. Avoid telling stories. Go direct to the point. And maybe, what does it call for a student to go direct to the point? It is the mastery of the content. The student ought to have mastered the content very well. And what does this call for? The student need the language of the subject. If you do not have the language of the subject, the technical term, the terminologies that you should use, because I tell you, my student, the examiners will go for the key points or the keywords in any answer you're giving. So master the language of the chemistry subject, then master the technical terms, then go direct to the point. Do not just answer a question. My student, read the question once, read the question twice. The third time, now you can attempt. After reading the first time, you've gotten the idea. Reading the second time, now you start thinking of the technical term. Where exactly is the examiner, trying to trick you? Where is the examiner? What is the catch of that question? My student, that is all you should go for. Good. And that is it. That is chemistry. These are science, These are science, my friend. So go direct to the point. Don't go beating around the bush. My student, do not set your own question. However much you know the concept is related to another one, do not bring the other one into this question. Do not set your own question. A piece of advice, my student, however difficult a question is in chemistry, do not leave a blank space. That one concept that maybe you're doubting, that maybe it's not the answer, it might be the answer. So write it down. Write it down. Before I wind up, I can briefly talk about mathematics. Another subject that students do not love that much, and actually they do not perform that much. But mathematics is not difficult. It's a very easy subject. Now, what piece of advice can I give to my candidate this year or any other year, maybe the years to come? For the KCSE 2022, it will cover, of course, the two papers, the paper 1 and the paper 2. For my student, what I can advise is go for the long structured question. Revise the long structured question. Like what I will do for this one, I can list for you like 20 areas that I'm very, very, very sure. This one you can take to the bank. I'm very, very sure 15 areas will be well examined. And if it is examined in section 2, for example, 10 marks, and you get your 5 questions, the best that you can score 7 out of the 10, you have that 5 marks already. Yes, not forgetting section 1 that you can still handle. And remember, as you revise the long structured question in mathematics, you are also revising the short structured question, my student. Now, let's list down 20 areas and come maybe when the student will do the last paper, yes, sometimes December, you will ask me, or you will come back and tell me, yes, doctor, you're very true. One area, angle properties, it might be in the papers. Linear motion, it might be in the paper. Volumes of solid, be it a frustrum, from a pyramid, from a cone, it might be on the paper. That's an area you can revise well. Come to talk about quadratic equations and expressions. Maybe it's a graphical quadratic equation. Yes, it's a graphical one. It can be an application one. So that one is likely to be in the papers. Bearings, and of course, basic construction. Chances of such a topic being in a national exam, section 2, it's very easy. Trigonometry. Trigonometry, be it trigonometry 1, trigonometry 2, you can have some graphical work, waves. It is likely to be there, my student. Sequencing and series. It's likely to be in the papers. Come to talk about vectors. This one, chances are very, very, very high. Commercial mathematics, be it taxation, be it general hire purchase, be it questions on commercial mathematics, the chances of coming into those papers is high. Formula and variation. My student, look at that. It is likely to be there. Matrices. Yes, matrices. Probability. 3D geometry. It is likely to be in the papers. Come talk about longitude and latitude. Chances still very high. Then a topic like statistics. Yes, statistics. Chances are statistics can be in the papers. Transformation, the rotation. You can have the graphical work. You're drawing the objects. You're drawing the images. The transformation, the matrices. You are asked maybe to give the matrices of transformation. That one is likely to be there. Okay, maybe a topic like calculus, differentiation, integration, application like finding the area under a curve, very easily. Then areas, be it area of intersecting circles, area of any other objects, a possibility of such an area being there is very easy. Linear programming. Not for linear programming. Yes, that one still very easy and very, very possible for it to be there. And of course, plus any other. Remember, I've listed down for you 20 areas. Out of the 20 areas, my student, 15 areas will be covered. And more so, you can have even the 15 areas covered in section 2, 10 marks. Good. Otherwise, thank you so much, my subscribers, my students, my friends on this platform. Kindly continue supporting this work. Support this work, support me in this noble cause as I do educate your students and I educate you for today, or for the sake of today and the sake of tomorrow. This is Dr. Sirme, a proud tutor on this platform, and I do enjoy doing this work. God bless you. God bless you. Bye.